Today on Suncoast View, the gloves come off in the battle to be Florida's next governor. We'll recap the final debate that's being called a debacle.
West Coast Black Theater brings back its original show featuring the Prince of Soul, Marvin Gaye. We'll hear from the creator and get a preview.
All things creepy and crawly are coming out for our spooky season. We'll take you to a fabulously fearsome display that's good enough to eat. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Nate Jacobs from West Coast Black Theater Troupe.
Good morning, ladies.
Great to have you.
Great to be here.
You guys look all like spooky and in the Halloween
I know.
spirit.
I didn't even think about all the Halloween kind of.
We've got our orange going today.
That's a good thing. We are heading into the weekend before Halloween with lots of great things going on. But lots of great things going on with Nate Jacobs, the award-winning Nate Jacobs.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, tell us about your award.
Thank you for that. Well, next year we celebrate 20 years of West Coast Black Theater Troupe. And 20 years ago, this artist came to this community, kind of felt my way, and discovered my calling, really. That's what I call it. And so I received the Artistic Achievement Award on Monday night from the Arts Alliance.
Wonderful.
And that was really very touching, because coming to a community and doing something new, cutting edge, black theater company, and the community didn't really know what to do with that at the beginning. So being celebrated last night was like full circle. I mean, Monday night was full circle for me, because we have so much incredible success here now. The community embrace us and support the organization. I was just really, really deeply touched that they recognize the success of the company. So we're just selling out shows, and it went from, Nate, what is a black theater? Why you want to do something like that?
Right.
To where we are today. So as I was walking down to the stage, the audience was just like roaring, which almost shocked me. And Van Way's almost 1,000 people, and I walked to the stage and I was like, wow, this is like, what an amazing journey.
You are such an amazing example of following your heart and being true to yourself, and I think such a great example for whether you're a performer or even in any career, you know, listening to yourself, trusting your gut, and working for what you truly believe.
I remember when you started out, you were in the warehouse district at one time.
I don't
you had
know
to
how
set
this
up
lady would
folding
find
chairs.
us, but she was a godsend. I had not one dime to ever market anything we were doing, and Linda would literally find me. What are you doing? And then she'd roll out there with a camera
And put it on the
from
news.
the warehouse, industrial parks, to everywhere.
Now he's got a major complex.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow,
we're
you've
very
come a long
proud of
way.
you. You should be proud of yourself, and I love that the community is celebrating you as well. So
the
we're going to
me-
talk about their
thank
next
you.
show coming
Thank
up
you.
today.
Thank you so much,
Let's
Stephanie.
see who is in our Rice's Appliance Kitchen today. We welcome our friends from Daiquiri Jack. We're going to say hello to Jordan. Cheers to Jordan, apparently, is what we're going to say. What are we making today?
Well, you guys are enjoying some chocolate daiquiris in one of our 25th anniversary Tervis tumblers. Liz is going to be presenting you guys with some mahi tacos, and it'd be a shame to have a taco and not have one of our 1993 margaritas along with it.
We like the way you think. So a 1993 margarita. These will be coming out, I hear, in January. Linda and Nate, we are being testers. We are guinea pigs today.
Wow.
We're going to test the flavors, and maybe we'll give some feedback, but I'm thinking the feedback will probably be positive, because when you're combining chocolate and daiquiri, life is good. But notice the tumbler in Linda's hand. That is a list of all of the daiquiris that Daiquiri Deck has served over the past 25 years. Oh, I see banana in the bush on my side. That is one of my favorites.
Banana.
But how fun to have a local group like that celebrating 25 years here on the Suncoast.
Yes.
Cool.
2-for-1 happy hour, also something everybody should be familiar with as well. So we've got a lot to celebrate. So cheers to Daiquiri Deck.
Oh,
And
I
thank
tasted
you.
it.
Did
Wow,
you?
it's awesome.
Thank you.
Pardon us while we give it a taste. Ooh.
Okay.
Chocolatey.
Good
Nice
way
way
to
to
start the
start
morning.
I
Very
know.
good way. You know, sometimes my kids drink chocolate milk in the mornings. This is very similar. I feel like, right? That's how I'm going to justify
Well, it's
that.
chocolate, yeah. It's a little bit powerful, though.
Well, we need
But
to
it's
raise
good.
a cheers to Linda as well. Nate, I cannot wait to share this with you. And Linda's already rolling her eyes.
Oh, my.
Linda Carson made her stand-up comedian debut last
it.
night.
I did.
At
I did.
McCurdy's Comedy Theater. So she admitted to being terrified. You look amazing. If in doubt,
Oh my
sparkle.
gosh.
Tell
Yes,
us
exactly.
Tell us what it was like.
Oh, I was terrified. I'm used to having one person in the studio and a camera. There were hundreds of people there, and I've been to comedy clubs where they throw things and yell at you, and or don't laugh at all. So I was terrified. I talked about being old, which around here gets a lot of laughs. And
Absolutely.
It was really fun once I got over there. You know, and we were a class of 11. We took the boot camp, and we bonded. We really cared about each other.
Oh, good.
And I was just holding my breath when the others were up there. So the experience of being in the class, but I have new respect for comedians.
I bet.
Wow.
How long of your set? What was your set?
It was 3.5 minutes, and they've got a big clock, and it's timing you. And when you pass your time, it turns red, and then it starts.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't get to that point. You know, it's like being pulled off.
Right,
stage.
with the cane.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
and your daughter Kathy was there, and we
Yes.
love things that you and Kathy do together. How did Kathy do? How did Kathy feel about the whole experience?
She also was scared, and you know, she's a lawyer. She does life and death situations in court, but she was a little worried about it. And today's her birthday. I won't tell you how old she is, but she said to the audience that it was like celebrating 21 twice.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not going to say how old she
Okay,
is, but,
don't tell.
but she talked about life with 2 young kids.
Okay.
And so it was a really fun evening, and I'm so relieved it's
Sorry,
over.
I missed that.
Isn't that great, though, that
Oh,
you did
it's on my
that?
Facebook page.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch it.
I haven't seen it yet either. So talk about stepping out of your comfort zone. Big kudos to you and Kathy
Wow.
for doing that.
Yeah, for
Way
sure.
out of my comfort zone.
Good for
Way
you.
out.
And I know Les McCurdy is very proud of you as
And
well.
I'm sure they loved her too.
Oh, I'm
they
sure.
were very nice.
And
They were very
anybody
kind.
can do this. It is Les McCurdy's Comedy Boot Camp. If your dream is just to be on stage and take the audience into your arms, that's a great way to do it.
And you know, that's a great part about being 80. They weren't going boo.
Who's
an
80?
80-year-old
You're 80?
woman, that poor old lady up
Oh,
there.
another lady. Okay.
No,
no,
that
this
lady.
lady. No,
That
this
lady's
lady.
80.
Okay.
That lady.
That I always start with I'm
Linda
80.
is 80?
Linda is
They're-
80. You didn't know
well,
that?
people
Oh
are
my
nicer
God.
to you when you're 80. They sort of take your arm and help you.
What you drinking? I wish I would have some of that when I get 80.
Keep
I'm
drinking the
drinking
chocolate
it.
daiquiri.
Oh, that's
It'll
it.
help. We're confident this is the fountain of youth right in front of
Well,
us.
we'll try.
All right, it is time for our first hot topic, and you may need a cocktail when we talk about this one. Did you see the Florida governor's debate last night? It was a doozy. Candidates Ron DeSantis and Andrew Gillum took shots at each other throughout the entire debate. Analysts say the primary issues became alleged racism and corruption rather than the issues of the state. DeSantis painted his opponent as a corrupt and extremely liberal politician. Gillum cast DeSantis as an extremist who encourages racism. Tempers were lost. The moderator ended up in the line of fire and was accused of stoking that fire. So undecided voters were not given much to help them make a decision. I listened to a lot of political analysis in the morning, and everybody was so disappointed that is all
Right.
we could get from giving 2 people the chance to say what they would do for our state.
Because we've got matters of health care and
Definitely.
guns in schools, all that sort of thing. We need to know the real thing. And it disappoints you in that person. Adults behaving badly. Is that what we want for a governor?
They could have done that after the show.
Exactly.
Okay. And
Yes.
give us the real issues when they had that kind of presence on camera. So I missed it. I didn't see it, so I'm going to go find it somewhere. so
I
can
do.
hear
If you did not see it, and I know I didn't feel like it was very well publicized. It was in Davie, but it was aired throughout the entire state, so it is
Okay.
definitely out there. But boy, for every hour of chat, there was 30 seconds of actual meat. It was just a lot of mudslinging. I mean, some corruption allegations came out this week. There's been talk of racism concerns throughout the campaign. But the bottom line is, what are you going to do to continue our job growth? What are you going to do to
Right.
help the people
Let's
who
talk about
desperately need health care in our state? How are we helping people come back from the devastation of the hurricane this year?
You know what, Nate? They need a producer that will say, okay, let's do a show that will be entertaining and informative. You
Yes.
talk about this and you talk about this and don't talk to each other badly.
Okay, that's
It's
it.
not good
yeah,
stage.
I'll go into a workshop and kind of figure it
Okay.
out.
Kinda help
sort
them
of like
out.
a comedy workshop.
Yeah, there was a lot of theater. It was just the wrong kind of theater.
Oh.
So a performance of Mahler's Fifth Symphony led to mayhem after some audience bad behavior in Sweden. A concert goer reaches for a piece of gum, and the rapper kind of rustled noisily. So a man sitting near her smacked the pack of gum out of her hand onto the floor.
Oh my God.
Now it seemed to end there until at the end of the piece, the woman smacked the glasses off the face of the gum thrower. Then her date got involved and threw a gut punch. Do people not know live concert etiquette rules anymore? Now, I am not condoning the smack the gum out of the woman's hand, but you can't be going like this in the middle of Mahler's, you know, quiet second movement.
Yeah, I don't know if they do that at musical concerts, but you know, at the theater, we always announce, please unwrap your candy or gum before the show starts. So hopefully most people will take, you know, note to that and not still go after it.
You know what, though, the other night when we were at a concert, I got my purse up to get my cough drop out, and I was, you know, rattling around, and the lady next to me gave me a dirty look, and then I realized I had her purse instead of mine.
So it wasn't the candy wrapper that was the
Candy,
problem.
and I'm glad she didn't hit me.
That's right. After that story, you can be glad she kept
Oh
her
my
hands to
gosh.
herself. So they say what is old is new again, but is there too much of it? A survey says that we're getting bored of remakes and reboots, and I've heard Linda say this.
Oh, yes.
A survey from The Hollywood Reporter and Morning Consult says that 75% of viewers like a reboot of a show when the old stars come back from where they left off. 51% are not interested in a new cast or new storyline. And a former Fox and NBC exec says that audiences are getting wise to the network exec tricks. They're not going for a new coat of paint on old favorites. When those famous casts do come back for beloved TV shows, interest is high. Things like Home Improvement, Friends, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Nate, do you run into this in the theater too? I mean, I know we're going to talk about a reboot today, but one that was asked for.
Right.
Linda asks all the time, why do we see redos of classic shows more than we see new shows?
The producers are going for something tried and true, you know, that had a lot of success, you know, back in the day.
For financial reasons, you
Yes,
think? Yeah.
that's why they do revivals on Broadway. They know if we do Oklahoma, more than likely it'll go well, or some of those shows that were major hits back in the day. A lot of the television things, though, a lot of those sitcoms are based on the cast. You know, the success of those shows, you got to have that right character. So to recast a remake of a sitcom is almost total failure, because those the audience has, you know, grown to love whoever that. Even Roseanne, when she came back, you know, her audience came back.
Absolutely.
Because of her, the
Yes.
woman herself. So they have to be very strategic when they're doing that reboot. It's all about how you plan those things. But it's always about, well, we don't want to do too much too new because we don't know if it's going to make it. We'll go with something that, you know, kind of tried and true.
Do you struggle with that in your mind as you plan a season?
I do. Casting is extremely important to the success of the show. You know, Raisin that we have on stage now, one of the main things people are raving about is the cast, because they're like perfect on that stage and they work so phenomenal together. And we'll talk about Sheldon later, about how he is such a special part of the success of this show that we brought back. This is the third time because the audiences ask for it.
That's the Marvin Gaye show that we're going to talk about later. Well, I was interested in that because I know both Linda and I kind of feel like, all right, here's the offerings. Gosh, I've seen half of those.
Right.
But it would be with a different cast in many
you know,
cases.
like Sound of Music. I don't want to see it again. I've seen it a million times. But if they took the next step, okay, what happened after they got married? Okay, show me how,
Right.
when they
The story
got
develops.
married, how they handle all those kids, all the crazy things that happened, and the kids growing up. I wouldn't mind that.
Right. On the other hand, Oslo's doing
That's a
Music
good
Man,
idea.
and I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah,
You
right.
know,
Yeah.
so I mean, there is some
But it's
tried
a
and true.
different twist.
Right.
It's not the same old Music Man.
And that's what we like. So they say if you fail, try again. Does that apply to the Titanic? Apparently, yes. A $500 million replica of the Titanic is getting ready to embark on its maiden voyage. The ship will feature the same cabin layout as the original Millionaire Special. This time, though, modern navigation tools. Good idea. And better lifeboats. The Titanic 2 set sail from Dubai in 2022, and it will follow the original route from Southampton, England to New York. Okay, I just got chills when I saw the inside of that because this freaks me out on some level.
Okay.
Would you be comfortable and feel good about experiencing this, or would there be something creepy?
I would like to go on it, but still I think, you know, you think about the people that died there. That's not
yeah.
funny.
No.
And it's not something that we should take lightly. I would like to see if that journey could be made, because they said the original one wouldn't sink either. So they're saying the same thing
But
about
they also
this
didn't have navigation tools to see deep undersea icebergs like we obviously do now, because that route gets sailed now.
Yeah.
So it's not that they can't sail the route. There's just something a little creepy to me about that.
I
Yeah,
took
there
a
is.
trip to Las Vegas not too long ago, just to get a break. and I went to the Titanic exhibit.
Oh.
Now, when you go, they give you a card with the name on it. At the end of the exhibit, you check the board to see if you survived.
Oh my
Titanic.
gosh, talk about creepy.
Oh, wow.
So when they gave me the card, I was walking through the museum, I was thinking, this is kind of really creepy. So then you go to that board and you kind of look up hesitantly, and I was watching for my name, and I made it.
All
Oh,
right.
good.
I survived.
You must have been on the upper echelon floor.
I was.
Well, that's why you survived.
And I was like, yes, I made it. But it was kind of like, oh my God, what if I had found out I had drowned?
I do wonder if they'll have trouble, and I mean, I would think not, but selling the cabins at the lower level, because anybody that knows the story well knows that, you know, those that were bunked down did not get out. That is who, you know, unfortunately died.
I would think the relatives of the people who died would object to this.
I don't know.
And the exhibit.
Oh.
I've actually seen
I
the
know.
exhibit because it travels, although not to the extent that you did. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's something about this that irks me a little bit. I just want to see
Little
what happens.
Halloweenish.
Just a little bit. All right, we're going to check in with our mid-morning forecast. And when we come back, State College of Florida celebrates the 75th anniversary of a Rodgers and Hammerstein classic. We'll have a preview.
Scattered showers back to the west, gradually advancing in this direction, promise us a chance of showers this evening and tomorrow as well. It's a low pressure area that'll provide the heaviest of the rain for the northern Gulf Coast, but for our area, we might pick up a half an inch of rain over the course of a 24-hour period. We have some cloud cover around from time to time, kind of a mix of sun and clouds, we'll call it, for most of the day today. Probably partly cloudy to partly sunny skies with a daytime high of about 85. As we head into the evening, we'll watch a warm front begin to lift north. That will promise us a chance of showers this evening. And then tomorrow evening, a cold front will approach. That promises us another chance of showers, even a thunderstorm or two, as that front moves through. After that, high pressure builds in, and on Saturday and Sunday, some delightful weather. Lower relative humidity, cooler temperatures, a little bit more sunshine as well. Today, our daytime high tops out about 85 and will be mostly rain-free till the evening, when we'll have a 20 to 30% rain chance.
75 years ago, Oklahoma hit the Broadway stage and became one of the most beloved musicals of all time. State College of Florida is celebrating this anniversary by staging the musical and showing us how it still touches us today just as much as it did 3/4 of a century ago. We welcome Melody Dickerson. She is the director of SCF Choral and Vocal Studies.
Yes.
Welcome. We're so excited to have you
Thank
here.
you. I'm excited to be here and to present these wonderful students in this production of Oklahoma.
Now, this is a huge production.
It's huge. It is, you know, it is a first, one of many firsts, the first collaboration of Rodgers and Hammerstein, two giants already in the industry, and then the melding of a story, music, and dance, ballet choreographed by Agnes DeMille to further embody that storyline. So it's just a huge musical with an expanse as wide as Oklahoma.
But of course, you have the department that can handle that. You have a very big musical department.
We have a wonderful music department at SCF, and we are able to put this production on at the Neal Performing Arts Center, which is an 820-seat theater, and we hope to fill it for that. We have a large music department with 8 ensembles, instrumental and vocal, and we're very happy to celebrate our 15th musical production.
15th
Yes,
musical production.
that's correct.
That is awesome. So what do the students from your department do when they graduate?
Well, many of them go on to pursue musical theater. Some don't, some just do it for the fun of it. But we do have many students that go on to New York and LA. And in fact, we have a couple of former SCF students who are back and going to be in the Music Man at the Oslo Repertory Theater coming up in November. So many of our students are very successful. And in any case, they're enjoying the opportunity to sing and act and develop themselves as performers and people.
Well, we want to hear a song from
Yes.
Oklahoma. You brought us some of the performers today.
did.
Tell us who you brought and set up the song.
I sure will. Our two wonderful leads, Curly McLean and Lori Williams, played by Kevin Maroney and Nina Vanucci, are going to sing the song which they kind of fall in love with, and it's, of course, one of the classic songs from the show, People Will Say We're in Love.
Okay, take it away, guys.
What are they saying? That you're stuck on me?
Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
Can't imagine how these ugly rumors start.
Me neither. Why do they think up stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors gossip all day behind their doors?
I know a way to prove what they say is quite untrue.
Here is the gist, a practical list of don'ts for you.
Don't throw bouquets at me.
Don't please my folks too much.
Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love.
Don't sigh and gaze at me.
Your sighs are so like mine.
Your eyes mustn't glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Starlight looks well on us. Let the stars beam from above. Who cares if they tell on us? Let people say we're in love.
Wow, awesome! You can see Oklahoma at State College of Florida Neal Performing Arts Center October 26th through the 28th. For tickets and for more information, go to scf.edu/Neal. We'll be right back.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
Christmas Tradition by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Your last chance for 2018 Honda Accords on sale is now during our model year-end sale. Drive new Accords for just $249 a month. Get an Accord, the North American car of the year, for less than the competition. With more standard features than Camry, Honda Sensing, multi-angle camera, turbocharged engine, and more. New Accords, just $249 a month. Your last chance for Accords, all on sale this week at your local Honda dealer.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Watch Suncoast View weekdays at 9 a.m. on ABC 7.
'Tis the season for spooky, spectacular scenes and tasty treats. And you can find both right now through Ritz-Carlton, Sarasota. They have a Halloween display that you have got to see. We've got a behind-the-scenes tour with the creator, pastry chef Lindsay McDonald and her team. Are you ready for this? Take a look.
It's a lot of people who are really crazy, and we really wanted to do something fun for Halloween. We've never gotten to do this before, and so when you take a bunch of pastry chefs who've been dying to do something for Halloween for 5 years, and you finally tell them yes, we're just like, woohoo, we're gonna do everything, but we only had 2 weeks. What people don't realize is everyone's like, well, how many people worked on it? Only 4 people actually had their hands on this display from the pastry department. We're not counting engineers and my very patient boss. This is actually the old fireplace that we always used for Christmas. I was like, I want to do creepy, we wanted to do heads. We just wanted to do severed heads, but we had to figure out the classiest way to do that for the lobby here. So we thought, well, fireplace, you know, if somebody was going to sever a head, they're going to display them prominently on a fireplace. The heads are all pure white modeling chocolate, elevated on posts in the glass posts to keep them safe from the elements out here. Every fireplace has a painting above it, so we painted that in about 15 minutes with chocolate and dripped the white chocolate. That's actually chocolate up there. The red is all chocolate dripping down. There are parts of that that are edible. We try to keep as much of it edible as possible, but it does have to be out here for a number of weeks, and so it has to be sustainable and not melt as well. The gargoyles are solid white chocolate as well. The hairless cat, that was Amy's little brainchild with the rat. You know those creepy skeletons you see at the Halloween stores? It's just the bones. And then we mold the white chocolate and carve it to the outside of that. The pot was all the broken bits and pieces of everything that may not have worked out so great, and we put it in the witch's pot brew. As we have the little mini light machine and fogger in the middle, it's kind of melting everything around it, so we keep adding new crystals to it, and it's been giving it a really cool look. Like, as you can see, like, the eyeballs are starting to melt down in there. This started out as the book. We were like, well, we need a spell book. Well, then we needed a table. But it was the day before when we decided we needed a table, so we stole an old one from the basement garage and we stripped it down, and we actually covered it completely in fondant and all edible materials, so the entire outside. This is not a wood grain table, it's now wood grained. My babies this year were definitely the Medusa's mine, and the creepy skull guy was mine. This is my gargoyle over here. We gave him the little floppy ears. After I did the ears, I thought he kind of looked like a little dog, so I kept him that way. I am a construction, whole picture kind of person. So I went on to making sure everything will stand, making sure my team has what they need. And I'm sitting back there, I get so jealous. Like, I'm running around at Lowe's and Home Depot and trying to get all this structure, and they're sitting in there making maggots. And I'm like, you guys at the end of the day get the cool job.
She is amazing.
Stunning.
I
This is a
know.
very sophisticated Halloween display. You can take your friends. You can talk about this for a whole evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably not for the youngest children, because severed heads and maggots are a little bit creepy. But I love the fact that it's kind of like a, you know, it's the Ritz-Carlton. It's a very classy look at Halloween.
Very lovely.
But she talks about the engineering behind it. I mean,
The craft is incredible.
It is absolutely incredible. All of them, their team comes up with this vision, and then they cover it in chocolate. I mean, what a cool job.
Oh, we've got to see that. And don't forget, the Sarasota Ritz's own Lindsay is still competing in the national spotlight in the Food Network's Halloween baking competition. You can see her Mondays at 9 p.m. Next, a West Coast Black Theater preview in remembrance of Marvin Gaye.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance, and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-485-6000. That's 1-800-485-6000. Or go to mesoonlylaw.com.
Every week on Animal Outtakes, it's a new animal adventure. No, these are not your typical canines. In fact, they are wolves. We'll take you to a sanctuary dedicated to them. And manatees are slow-moving gentle giants of the sea. And most people believe they are fat and lazy. Our Inspector Planet is looking for answers.
I've been here for 3 nights waiting to see them eat cheeseburgers.
Watch Animal Outtakes each week on ABC 7.
Find out first at 4 with ABC 7 News at 4. Weekdays on ABC 7.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We are enjoying 25th anniversary daiquiris from the Daiquiri Deck, but it's not just about daiquiris. There's great food there as well. We're going to talk to Liz about Taco Tuesday. What kind of tacos do you feature, Liz?
So for our Taco Tuesday now at the Daiquiri Deck, we've got a choice of blackened mahi-mahi or grilled, blackened shrimp or grilled. Then we have chicken, pulled pork, and ground beef. So
and what's the deal on a Taco Tuesday?
So the deal is 3 tacos, your choice of meat, with rice and beans for $12.95.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're pretty big. They're good size, and it comes with a side of spicy chipotle sauce and guacamole. And we also have featured drink specials during Taco Tuesday, every single Tuesday. $5 1993 margaritas, which we're going to make for you here in a couple minutes.
Fun.
And also $5 frozen margaritas. But if margaritas aren't your thing, we also have every single day from 3 to 7 p.m. half-price daiquiris. Every single daiquiri, half price, any combination.
Awesome. Drinks and dinner on Tuesdays, less than $20 at Daiquiri Deck. We'll join you in a little bit. Linda?
Cool. Marvin Gaye, Prince of Soul, played to sellout crowds and received rave reviews back in 2014, the first time it was produced by the West Coast Black Theater Troupe. And now it is backed by popular demand. WBTT founder and artistic director Nate Jacobs actually wrote that original show, and now he's caving in to all of the requests to bring it back again. Oh, I've seen it 3 times, Nate.
3.
I'm one of these people in line that wants to see it again. Yes. Tell us about the show. It's the music, but it's also the life of the man.
It is. It follows the life of the icon Marvin Gaye chronologically through his life, and celebrate his music from his early days at Motown until he found his own musical voice and did the What's Going On whole, being very conscious about what was going on in society. So it's just one of our most demanded shows at WBTT. It was inspired by the star, Sheldon Roden, a native of Sarasota who found his chops in West Coast Black Theater Troupe singing a song in another show. And every time he came out to sing this song, the ladies would go wild. And I'd look and say, he has no clue about what he's doing. And I rode away one night and I said, he's Marvin Gaye, but he's so new to the company. I don't think I could write a show with him starring because he's really green at theater. He had just It took forever to get him to come to the theater because he didn't want to do theater. He just liked singing. So I called him in, talked with him. He was really kind of taken back that I wanted to do this. I wrote the show, and this guy came in, turned into a professional before my eyes, blew the community away, and he had so much natural finesse like the real Marvin Gaye. Actually met Berry Gordy.
Oh my, wow. Would you set up the song he's going to sing for us?
Pride and Joy is one of Marvin Gaye's earlier recordings in the 1960s, one of his first big hits with Motown. And so we featured the song during that period of his life in the show.
Oh, wow. Yes. Well, while he's getting ready, let me tell you that Marvin Gaye, Prince of Soul, is at the West Coast Black Theater, November 28th through January 13th. Take it away, Sheldon.
All right.
You are my pride and joy, and I love you, sugar darling, like a baby boy loves his toy. You've got kisses sweeter than honey. I work 7 days a week and give you all my money. That's why you're mine, pride and joy. And I'm telling the world you're my pride and joy. I believe I'm your baby boy, and that's why you're my pride and joy. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, you are my pride and joy. And that's why you're my pride and joy. And I'm telling the world you're my pride and joy. I believe I'm your baby boy, and that's why you're my pride and joy. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, you are my pride and joy, and that's why you're my pride. You're my pride and joy.
Whoa, wow, he's awesome. Marvin Gaye, the Prince of Soul, at the West Coast Black Theater, November 28th through January 13th. For more information, go to westcoastblacktheater.org. Next, how Eastern medicine can help opioid addiction. Sheldon, would you sing one more time, sing us to break?
Needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. Needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotions. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I wanna tell the world how sweet it is to be loved by you. I wanna tell the rest of the world how sweet it is to be loved by you. Close my
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert weather app now.
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Jess Dowdrick. Coming up today at noon, more suspicious packages are found again today in what authorities are calling a series of terror attacks. The hunt is now on for the person or persons responsible. And both President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence are headed for Florida. We'll tell you where and when their campaign stops will be. Now let's head over to First Alert meteorologist John Scalzi.
Thanks, Jess. We're looking at an area of low pressure bringing us kind of a mix of sun and clouds today. It's riding along a pretty active southern branch, upper level wind, and that is going to actually take this low pressure area and bring it right across North Florida eventually. First, though, we have a warm front lifting northward. That brings us a chance of showers tonight. Then we stay in the warm, muggy air tomorrow with a chance of showers. But then tomorrow evening, a cold front comes through. That brings us another chance of stronger storms. Then clearing for the weekend.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Your health and happiness is important to us. Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today.
Welcome back. The United States is facing a national opioid epidemic, and sadly, Florida and the Suncoast are at the heart of the issue. Combating the problem is one of the few issues our politically divided country agrees on, and Eastern medicine may have some solutions. Russ Battiata, president of East West College, and program chair Brandon Fuller are here to talk about acupuncture and opioids. So welcome back, both of you. Good to have you here. This is such an important topic, so timely. Brandon, to be clear, opioid addicts are not just street drug users. And I know that's a common thing. This addiction seemingly can start very innocently from painkiller prescriptions. So exactly what is an opioid? Help us understand how this all goes downhill.
Opioids are a mid to high level painkiller that's generally prescribed from something such as fibromyalgia to chronic cancer pain, and it varies in between there. They're commonly overprescribed, a constant continuous prescription for the pain, and they're highly addictive. So this constant continuous prescription, eventually you're dependent on this, and it's like when you see somebody with a heroin addiction, you go, wow, they need some help. It can happen the same way with just prescription medications that we see every day.
And it can lead to worse things like heroin. So I know it's important to me, I think, sometimes to fight the stereotype that, someone that has an opioid problem is that bad street drug user, because it could be any of us that started with a pain issue.
If you have surgery, you have to worry about that.
Or an injury.
Exactly.
So Russ, these highly addictive prescription painkillers are certainly thought to be the root of much of what has become an epidemic. How does Eastern medicine handle pain differently than our Western physicians?
Well, acupuncture has emerged as a powerful, evidence-based, cost-effective pain treatment modality. And so our bodies have the power to heal themselves. And so by doing acupuncture, your body's able to trigger its natural endorphins, dopamine. It's able to treat itself. And so it's very natural, holistic, and it's healthier. And so people end up using it as a preventative measure so that you don't have to be addicted. You don't have to get these costly prescriptions. I mean, if you look at the difference in the cost with these natural treatments compared to the pills that you have to take, I mean, it's incredible if you just look at the cost effectiveness of it.
So pain is obviously, awful, hard to handle. None of us, like dealing with it. So how do we bridge the gap to thinking that we have to have a pill to make the pain go better, to being able to accept a treatment that helps our body heal better?
It's interesting because many of us expect to be given a pill when we go to the doctor, right? And so when we say, well, come get acupuncture, they go, oh, I don't know, I can just go to my doctor and get a pill.
I want to feel better.
I want to feel better,
Right.
and I'd like to feel better right now, please.
Yes.
In Chinese medicine, we have different modalities that can either be given in pill form, right? So we can make a granular herb that has some of the same efficacy as a painkiller that's non-addictive. Or we can do a more physical modality like cupping that we've seen here, or ear auricular acupuncture that we've seen here, body acupuncture, moxibustion, Tuina, which is Chinese medical massage.
So things that keep us off of pills, but yet, you know, we're looking at a picture of an ear there. I know we've talked before about the various points in our ear that affect different things. So you've talked about acupuncture as a way to avoid the opioid prescription in the first place. But sadly, once someone has gone down that road and is now battling an addiction, explain how acupuncture can actually help fight an addiction.
In general, when patients come into our clinic, there's a set of procedures we need to follow, right? As an acupuncture physician, I can't tell anybody to stop your medication. But in working in conjunction with their medical doctor and saying, okay, let's see if we can wean this patient slowly off. We also use the auricular acupuncture, like when we'd shown the picture, with what's called the NADA protocol, which is the National Acupuncture Detoxification Association. And they created a set procedure specifically for addictions.
And it's a tough addiction to fight because obviously you're dealing with pain plus the withdrawal of it. So it's nice to know that there's natural ways to help your body fight it. So Russ, East West College, not only do they, you know, perform these treatments and help people, but you also train people to perform these treatments. Tell us quickly what East West College is all about.
Yeah, Stephanie, it's pretty cool. There's a movement going on of people who want to help and want to treat people with these problems. We have students who not only treat patients in our clinic, but out at different centers with people who have these types of addictions. And so this movement has been joined by people who have been in the medical field, nurses, people who really want to make a difference. And all you have to do is contact us, come by and see us, and enroll in our program, and you could be out there as an acupuncture helping people quickly.
And as acupuncture becomes certainly more and more mainstream, we're going to need more and more people to do it. So it's great that East West College is right here on the Suncoast. For more information about acupuncture or any of the different practices at East West College, you can go to their website, eastwestcollege.edu. Next, it's time to get ready for a doggone spooky weekend.
Excellent, thank you.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with a family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
I took my first handful of pills, and that's when all my priorities seemed to change. He would ask to use the bathroom in other people's homes.
He just assumed that they would have medication.
He'd go in their medicine cabinets and steal prescription drugs.
I wish I knew really what these prescription pills were.
We were so naive about the whole drug thing.
These are all synthetic forms of heroin.
Keep your medication locked up because you'll never notice that a pill is gone.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
The ABC7 First Alert weather app just got even better. It's easy to use once you download it. First, tell the app to follow you, so you get alerts pinpointed to exactly where you are. Then customize your settings with all the places you go, from the beach to grandmother's house. Get accurate alerts for everyone you care about. You can even pick which weather alerts and categories you want and what they sound like. More ways to customize and more ways to keep your family safe. Download the ABC7 First Alert weather app today.
Coast Guard, we are taking on water.
The United States Coast Guard. They secure our ports and waterways, protect our environment, keep drugs away from our kids, and save lives. It's dangerous work. And in times of triumph or tragedy, the Coast Guard Foundation answers the call to support Coast Guard members and their families. Learn more at coastguardfoundation.org.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
This is the big weekend to get in the spirit. These four-legged friends sure are. It's Halloween at the Bradenton Farmers Market. It's a pet costume contest and parade. Oh, come on. We love our four-legged friends. Put on their costumes, go to the Bradenton Farmers Market Saturday on Old Main Street from 9 to 2, and you can participate in all the fun. Sure to put a smile on your face. All right, I know what puts a smile on Linda's face, and it's tacos and margaritas. We're heading in the kitchen with the Daiquiri Deck to celebrate 25 years here on the Suncoast. Woo!
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Good morning, I'm Jess Dowdrick. Today at noon, police are searching for a driver who smashed into a parked semi-tractor trailer and then took off. We'll tell you what you should be on the lookout for. And the latest on an investigation into 2 middle school girls in Tampa. 2 authorities say planned a mass killing of their classmates. We'll have those disturbing details. But first, let's take a look at your forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we have a low pressure area that we've been talking about for days moving across the northern Gulf waters. As it does that, it drags a warm front through our area tonight with a chance of showers. We stay in warm, muggy air tomorrow. It's triggering off a chance of showers, particularly during daytime heating. But then tomorrow evening, a cold front moves through, bringing us the best chance of rainfall tomorrow, I think at about 50%. That will include the chance of a few thunderstorms. Then we turn cooler. Today, though, mix of sun and clouds with a daytime high of about 85.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Support the Hurricane Michael Relief and Disaster Fund by donating to the United Way of Northwest Florida today. Help communities rise and rebuild after the devastating mess left behind. Every donation makes a difference and is appreciated. Together, we are all Panhandle Strong.
Welcome back. We're in Rice's Appliance Kitchen with Liz and Jordan from Daiquiri Deck. Wow, what is going on?
It's a party.
What are you guys making?
Well, we're making our signature, our 1993 margarita, one of the drinks that we featured during Taco Tuesday. And
So I see 1993 was the name for the chocolate, and now the name...
No, the chocolate is just a
Just chocolate. Okay, so is 93 then the throwback to your first year?
Yes.
I love that. All right, so you're going to tell us how to make a 93 margarita.
Yeah, it's everyone should know how to make a margarita. It's a very simple drink, so anyone who
But
doesn't...
most people do it wrong.
All right,
I gotta
well,
tell
we're going to do it right for them today.
Okay, you teach us how.
So the first thing we're going to do is put a nice salt rim on the glass.
Okay.
So we have some lime juice, and we're just rimming the end of the glass.
You do that first.
Yes, we're going to run the salt through there. And then what I like to do is just simply tap it off because you don't want too much salt in your drink just on the lip.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, we are going to get an equal amount of ice we want to go into the drink.
So we're not mixing in that drink. We've already got salt rim.
We're going to shake it in a shaker so it's frothy and perfectly mixed together.
Because the shaking actually matters, right?
I don't think you can really disperse the ingredients in a drink well without it.
Okay, because it doesn't froth if you don't shake. I know
So
that.
we are going to add 1.5 ounces of tequila, in this case Jose Cuervo Silver.
Okay.
How do you know that's 1.5 ounces?
Because
Just
I have
experience?
been pouring like that since before Liz was born.
It is amazing how
A
bartenders
half an
just
ounce
know.
of Grand Gala.
Like a good cook.
We're going to put in about 1/2 ounce of orange juice. Orange juice in a margarita just adds a little bit of sweetness to all of the acidity that's in there, and it gives the drink some nice balance. We're going to put about 3/4 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice.
So no mix at Daiquiri Deck.
And then, no, we do. On this one, we have a St. Armand's margarita,
Okay.
which uses agave nectar and
Oh,
fresh
sure.
squeezed lime juice.
Yep.
On this one, what we use is a product called Lemon X. There's no fructose corn syrup. It's made
good.
with plain, cane sugar.
Cane sugar,
No
yep.
artificial preservatives, no food dye. So if
Perfect.
you're going to use a sour mix, this is about as clean of a one as I was
Yep.
able to find. So we are going to top it off with about 3 ounces.
And I liked how you said that you are really hard on the people you source your ingredients from, that you demand a lot of them, the flavors of the chocolate, the natural of the mix.
We're lucky. We've got some great partners.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's important.
And, all right, you ready?
Here we go.
Nate, you ready?
Look out.
All right, I
Okay,
get to
hold the top,
Come on,
hold
sing
the
the
bottom,
song as
bring
you
it
do
up,
it.
show us the guns, and give it a good shake.
Shake,
Okay,
rattle, and
now,
roll.
Watch out now if I mess up.
Round and roll.
I'm gonna shake, round and roll, shake.
I have never
It's
seen
way
it.
more fun when Nate does it.
I have never seen it done with more style than that. That was fantastic. And we're simply going to pour.
All right, well, as he pours the margarita, we're going to talk to Liz a little bit about the tacos and what makes Taco Tuesday so special.
Sure. Well, we have a variety of tacos to choose from. Our pulled pork, our ground beef, chicken, and then our blackened mahi and our blackened shrimp tacos, blackened Gulf shrimp. We top it with a little lettuce, some melted cheese, and we top it with our homemade pico de gallo. So that's got your tomatoes, onion, a little bit of jalapenos, some lime juice, some salt and pepper, a little vinegar. It's really good.
Wow.
Yeah, do you want to top it for us?
Yeah, get Linda working down there.
All right, so here's a serving spoon. Just get a little going on each of
just
these over here.
On each one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is hard to. Oh,
It's all good. Hey, we like it messy at the Daiquiri.
that's why I come to Daiquiri Deck, because it's so much easier when you do it.
Listen, plating is not an easy job, that's for
No.
sure. All right, Nate, I want you to try the fruits of your labor. I got to point out the size of the straw. They don't mess around at Daiquiri Deck. We aren't just
sure,
sipping.
yeah.
That is
Now-
a big old straw.
Now, the one thing I wanted to offer to you, Nate, we do this. We offer an additional shot, an additional tutor in all of our drinks. Are you driving today?
I am.
Then we're gonna put this back.
good
All right.
question. But if you're not, or you're headed to the beach to relax, you can always get a little something, something extra from Daiquiri Deck. All right,
Please
thank you,
enjoy.
cheers. We are celebrating 25 years of the Daiquiri Deck here on the Suncoast. Staple in our beach communities, great way to celebrate everything that is the Suncoast. So head out, especially on Tuesdays.
Yes,
And
see us
join
on
Liz for
Tuesdays.
Taco Tuesdays and
Linda.
raise a glass to celebrate
Thank
the
you.
Daiquiri Deck. All right, Nate, good day to be here, huh? We're having some
I
fun.
know.
I
Liz,
know. We're
Party
glad you're
day.
here. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Take some time, enjoy the Suncoast View.
Cheers.
Cheers.